So, hey everybody, we're talking about our May 2020 focus on extended family and the duo. I almost forgot to record, so we've been going for a couple of minutes. But right now, we're just kind of tossing around the idea of starting conversations with people that we've already spoken to in the past, whether that is family we circle back to or people that we think maybe have been hesitant in starting Juice Plus because of the price, and offering them just the duo blend first. And then in June, we're going to be focusing on the omegas and the vineyard as part of skin and hair health. So it's not like we will leave them out. We will circle back and share that with them next month too. But if affordability you feel is an issue for someone, we obviously have lots of ways we can help them overcome that. But one of them may be in offering the fruit and vegetables, so what we call the duo first, or sharing that back with them. So this is a video I made. I think this is take, 97, just kidding. It wasn't that many of my talk. I thought that would be much easier than it was, and I kept saying the wrong things. So this was the one I finally was like, you know what, we're just going to have to go with it. So we can change it. I can definitely change it. And I may have missed something. I haven't re-listened to this one, but I think I got this one right. So it's about 5 minutes, and let's just watch it, see what you guys think. And then, like I said, we can always change it to something else.
Hey there, we're so excited that you're here to learn more about Juice Plus. You've probably heard that Juice Plus is all about fruits and vegetables, and that's exactly right. Juice Plus is a whole food supplement, unlike an isolated chemical vitamin that would just be a piece or a part of what you would find naturally in food. Juice Plus fruit and vegetable blend is the actual fruit and vegetables that you see here in a capsule or a gummy form. And one of the things we love the most about Juice Plus is that it's proven to be effective. And that has come through 25 years of clinical research, including 3 immune system studies on this blend alone. We know we're supposed to be eating more fruits and vegetables every day, but it can be difficult to get enough in. This is the price of 7 servings of fruits and veggies that I bought from a store in 2020. We're talking $150 a month, or $5 a day. That's difficult to get your family to eat that, as well as to fit that into your budget. So Juice Plus is definitely an affordable option. When we're looking at the price of one adult being on Juice Plus, it's just $50 a month, or $1.60 a day. Definitely affordable. And Juice Plus is a generous company. When an adult orders capsules or chewables for themselves, they sponsor a child into what we call the Family Healthy Starts for Families. And this is a program where kids age 4 through 18 and full-time college students can get their Juice Plus for free. Yes, free for up to 4 years. All you pay is $2.50 a month for the shipping on that product. So you're looking at $52.50 a month for one adult and one child to be on Juice Plus. Very generous company. So let me give you an example of the affordability of Juice Plus. If a husband and wife both order for themselves, then they sponsor both of their kids. A family of 4 can be on Juice Plus for $105 a month. So it's very affordable, as you can see, and it's a way that they can fit this into their budget just by shifting what they may be spending money on now and really investing it in true healthcare. And Juice Plus is a gift. It's a gift that we've been given, and we love to share that gift with other people. If there are people in your life that you're thinking of that could benefit from this, we would love to help you share this with them. So let me give you just an idea of what that could look like. If a husband and wife share Juice Plus, take it and sponsor their kids. We're looking at this for a family of 4. What if she were to share this with her brother and his wife, and they sponsor both of their kids? And then let's say her college roommate that sponsors her son. This is affecting 5 different people, 5 people in your life that you care about, yourself and 4 others, as well as their kids. And it's a great way to partner with this company in helping us get this message of health and nutrition out to so many families that are, especially nowadays, looking for an easy solution that is proven to be effective. So if you would like to partner with us and get this message out to more people, we would encourage you to look at sharing it with a handful of people, just a couple of people in your life that you would like to help. And let's look what this would look like. So a family, and then helping another family and one other person. So 5 of these capsule orders. We pay $50 a year to be a Juice Plus partner. And so with that, helping these 5 people get started, you are what we now call a Partner Plus. So at Partner Plus, you're able to manage your own orders. You earn $150 retail sales profit on these 5 capsule orders, a permanent 5% commission. So think of that as like a 5% discount on any orders you place after that. You get a $50 title reward for the company, sort of as a thank you for sharing it with other people. And then a free Juice Plus Live ticket that's worth $150. That's our conference that we go to twice a year. And you get unlimited resources and support from an amazing community of people. And you can do as much or as little as you want, but we definitely want to encourage you. Think of a couple people in your life you would like to share this gift with. And Juice Plus is really a community that's making a difference. We have tons of resources to share with other people, and we really are making a bigger impact in not just our families and those around us, but eventually communities. And that's how change happens, one person at a time that shares it with somebody else that they know, that invites somebody else to join them. And that's really where a healthy revolution comes into place. And we would like to invite you to be a part of that and helping us to really make a difference with more people in more areas around the country. So if this is something you're interested in, please get back with the person that shared this video, and we would love to tell you more.
Okay, so I caught a mistake. Did you guys hear it?
Yes. $52.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, it was so good. That was the only mistake. Oh my God.
Oh, that was so good.
All right, so I'll redo it again.
Oh, you're so creative. I am so impressed.
That was close.
Stacy, if you're gonna do it again, I know you showed like all the fruits and all the veggies, which I love that you did that. Maybe when you're showing the difference between the 7 fruits and vegetables, what if you, when you're showing Juice Plus and what it costs a month, say, and that's more than 7, it's 20, whatever.
Okay, so I didn't say that on that slide.
If you did, I didn't catch it, but maybe you did.
I know on one of them I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure on that slide I say 20 fruits and veggies. Okay.
I think it'd just remind them again, like if they didn't pay attention before, it was 20, not 7. You know, we're not even comparing apples to apples here.
Okay, that's a good one. And so I said $50 instead of 52. What other suggestions? Do you guys like having the sharing it with other people? I felt like on that one I was kind of rambling when I was talking about sharing it with others. I think I can get better at that. But do you want to keep that in there? Do you guys like that?
Yes.
Yes,
I liked it.
I did like it. Yes.
And I think the visual is great, so much better than just saying the words.
Yeah.
It gives a vision of wanting to just tell other people, because at first you're just thinking of yourself, but you kind of put that in their minds to start thinking, oh yeah, I do know some family, I do know some friends, and I think that would stimulate or motivate them.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
What software do you use to make your videos?
Zoom.
Oh,
Yeah. I just record. I open the presentation first and start the slideshow, and then up at the top I start recording and talk, and then I end it. So I don't know anything about editing video, or I would just edit that part where I said $1.05 a month. That would be nice, right? Everything else about that other one was perfect. But okay, do you guys like the end where I have the resources at the end?
yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You might the Freedom Revolution, and they can go on the Freedom Revolution and download recipes and stuff like that.
So I could emphasize the recipe book. I think I said that one on that one. I'm not sure. I thought too, instead of having the 3 books, maybe have like a snapshot of a video, like of a doctor speaking, like, I don't know, something that that looks like resources of education from the doctors. Or I can mention that on there. But yeah, I don't want to give them too much direction because I want to keep them asking us like, okay, how do I get that cookbook, or how do I get that whatever?
Okay.
Any other suggestions?
And what about the website? For the $52, you get a website, and that's how you place your orders, or is that just too much information?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think that's a little too much information. They're going to know that they have, or we're going to make it easy for them to place orders.
Right.
I say keep it as simple as possible.
Okay.
I think so too.
Did you, I had this at the end. I thought that was super cute, but I didn't know if it looks pretty girly. So if there's any guys that want to share it, but I'm like, well, our team is 99.9% female. So
That's true, but because I've got a man on my team who's one down level from me, and he even said, he's like, it just feels like there's just a lot of women.
yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm trying to play it off like, yeah, that's a good thing. It's very empowering to women, but here's a Jeffrey Birdie video.
Right. Here's Doug. Connect with Doug. They have guys on there.
Add a guy, you know, standing up there or something like that.
A couple of guys in there.
Yeah.
So I chose this one because it does have a guy's face on it. On this one, I know it's hard for you guys to see because I have it layered, but I put manage your own orders. Do you guys like that word? That wording?
Mm-hmm. I do.
$150 retail sales profit. I think it's supposed to just be sales profit now. It's not retail. I'll fix that. And do you guys know how I came up with $150? So it's 30. Oh, no, wait. I think that's wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems actually a little high.
That's on a trio. So it's sales profit of 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80. It's 100. So let me fix that. I'm so stuck in trio mind. So $100 sales profit, 5% commission. I heard somebody say the other day, it's like a 5% permanent discount. I liked that verbiage. I think people might connect with that more than commission. And then $50 title reward.
The only problem with saying discount is that makes you think you're getting that 5% discount on your own order. But really, that's the 5% commission on all of your orders. And
yeah, I said 5% commission or like a 5% permanent discount on any orders you place after that. Does that cover it?
Yes, that's better, I think.
Or I could say on all future orders. $150 JP live ticket, and then unlimited resources and support. Are you guys okay with all of that? Anything else I should add? And then really, if you think about getting to QSC, so the next step, it's helping 3 people do exactly this. You know, eventually I could make one more that just has, you know, that you do this with 3 other people. Help your brother share it with another family and somebody else he knows, and then you just keep adding that in there. Okay, all right, well, I'll redo it because I said $50. Dang it. Okay, let's talk about other things. So remember how this works is we're going to kind of brainstorm, and then I will type in here. So one of the resources we're going to have, and this is my keyboard is really over here, so sorry, you guys have to see the profile of me part of this. We'll say, what should we call this video? That Team Take Action Duo video?
yeah.
Or sharing the gift of the duo? Sharing the gift of fruits and vegetables?
Call it the duo video.
Think
Getting
it should
started
be
with the
team
duo.
Put team take action.
Okay. Well, whatever we call it, we'll put it here.
Well, that explains it all, the duo video, and then we'll have one for the trios and, or, you know, or trio and quad or.
Yeah, all of the rest of the videos we have now speak about the trio. So we've already got all of those. It's just hard to find one that is on just the fruits and vegetables now. Some of the old school ones still only have the fruit and vegetable pictures. But I was just trying to think of one video we can circle back to the people, speaking of affordability to them. So when we do our event as a team, we can, you know, make sure that we have a focus in that for the health event as a team, and we can have that focus of the duo. But let's see, so joining our mission, let me think back of who that was supposed to be. I know I took a picture of my, of that. Do you guys have any other thoughts about the duo? Any other resources that we have to share on that? I like Kurt's message, but he said 17. And it's not 17. So our focus group was.
Stacy, did that video include a picture of the fruits and vegetables? I couldn't remember if I saw one or not.
At the beginning, the very first slide, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, kind of like what
this.
Linda was saying, comparing like the 7 that you bought compared to what's in Juice Plus with an actual visual.
Can you see the picture here?
Yes. Okay.
So I had them written out. I had a hard time finding a good graphic that had the mango in it.
Okay.
That I could split the fruit and the vegetables. But I can be sure to mention on this one that it's 20 fruits and veggies. I could even type this in.
Fruit. Wow. Fruits. Yep. There.
I can reword that too, but yeah. Okay, so our focus for joining our mission is local business owners, and that is what I had made a long time ago, back in December when I was planning all of this. So isn't that fitting that that is exactly who we can share with now, because local business owners have been hit very hard by this whole COVID quarantining, especially in our area. I don't know about you guys. So, you know, this is something that we can offer to them. It's a way to build back some income. You know, being a local business owner, they can share Juice Plus in their shops if it's, you know, not a franchise type of business. So they would have the freedom to be able to do that. But again, just keeping that in mind, that group of people in mind, of local business owners. So when would we like to do a group event date? So that would be when we do a health talk with all of us. We've kind of been doing the 3rd week of the month. That gives us 2 full weeks to invite to it. Are you guys happy with the 21st? That's a Thursday night.
So that's the day before the come join us deadline. Do we think it's a really good idea to have an event because that gives us something last minute to invite to, or is that going to be a crazy time?
What's the come join us deadline?
The 22nd?
Like, what do you mean that is though? Help me understand.
That whole come join us where people signed up on April 15th and 16th.
The Blitz.
I thought the Blitz ended on the 16th, that they had 1 month.
They gave us 5 or 6 extra days, right, Jen?
Yeah, I saw something that said the 22nd. Did anyone else see that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
5 or 6
22nd.
extra days.
Was it because of
Yes.
virtual office issues?
Yes.
Okay. So we could do it earlier in the week to help them. What about on the 19th, that they would also be able to invite their people to that?
We can. Those of us in Salt Lake are doing an event at 1 p.m. on the 19th, but if we did an evening.
In the evening? Do you
Mhm.
guys like Tuesday the 19th?
Hmm.
Okay.
So this is going to be, what are we calling this?
This will just be like our Team Take Action health event that we will do all together. Like last month we did it on the Tower Garden, but this month I'll just add in the option of the duo onto the slides. But it'll be just a basic wellness presentation, like a one simple change.
What time are we thinking?
At 7:30, does that work for you guys?
Yep.
Sure.
It keeps it from being too late for Central Time. It is late for Eastern. We don't have a lot of Eastern, but we do record it so they can change. I didn't mean that. Or they can share it. So thinking with local business owners, why would this be a good fit? This business be a good fit for this group of people?
A lot of the businesses have been closed. Another source of income.
My income's growing.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You know, theirs might be dwindling, but ours is growing.
Yeah.
We have stable income coming in all the time, no matter what the market seems to be doing. And we're hard hit around here, and we're still doing okay. I mean, what, 2 of my customers that renewed last month were local.
Yeah. And I'm having a ton of canceled customers come back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. It was 2 canceled customers that came back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A Tower Garden and a trio order from somebody that used to be a Juice Plus distributor a long time ago. They don't want to be a rep, they just want to order. So I'm like, of course,
Fine.
I will take it. I'll help you. How about that they have more time on their hands than they want? They're just not as busy right now. A lot of them are like redoing their shops and things like that, but some have closed down. Like I have 2 friends that had little shops here that had to close down. One of them already sells a different product, but the other one doesn't. So to circle back to them.
So for the product and like the Duo product, we're focusing on extended family, but for joining our mission, we're focusing on local business owners.
Right. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah. So kind of pain points and would this be a good fit for them is a lot the same. Can you think of any other pain points necessarily that would be that we could, why would this be something they would be interested in right now? What are they feeling the most?
Loss of connection. We have a huge support group.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of other businesses we have involvement with, that we're helping them through this time.
And a lot of businesses are only doing well when the economy is doing well, and our business does well in a economy or recession.
Yep.
I was just thinking, even like being forced to work at home, like most of us, that if we do this full time, that hasn't been that hard of a thing to adjust to. Like that's this, my life has not changed that much with all of this. For others like Darby, I'm thinking of you, life has greatly changed, but it's given you a lot more time to be able to do this because you're not commuting, you're not, doing other things. So Darby's a great example of really taking the opportunity of this crazy time to build. So our business does do well no matter what the economy is. I've ridden a couple of waves through the years, and it's strong either way. So pain point may be that they want more control over their income, like of where their income comes from. Feeling a loss of connection, and we have a community to connect them to us, wanting to help and serve others.
Speaking of school, Stacy, another thing is that one of the things that we've talked in our meetings school-wise is that there are going to be parents that are not going to want to send their kids back to school, and they're going to want to homeschool their kiddos.
Yeah.
So that's something to put in there, that they could homeschool their kids and also do Juice Plus as well. So they're going to quit their job so that they can stay home to homeschool their kids.
Yeah, that's something to definitely keep in mind. I know one of the months that's one of the focus is homeschool moms. Let me see.
Which might become a bigger group. So
It's going to be a big, it definitely is. That's what they're talking about. And yeah, so I talked to my second grade teacher whose kids are going to be coming into my class and how far they're going to be behind, with the 50, 60 days that they've been out of school. And she was telling me, well, they're going to homeschool their kids. This one's going to homeschool their kids. So it's already happening in Blanco.
Yeah. In September, we had the focus business-wise is going to be stay-at-home moms and homeschool moms. So we'll have that, like people going back to school, but they, will already have August to kind of get adjusted and then talk to them is kind of what I was thinking. But we're going to find a lot of people that are shifting, even maybe business owners that they have felt like their business has owned them and they're wanting to change, and do something else. So what are some of the objections that they may have?
Tight funds.
Although, what we're talking is $52 a year. Anyone that's a business owner knows the expense of having a business, right? So to talk to somebody about owning a business for $52, we have no overhead. Let me. They don't have to buy inventory.
And no insurance or workman's comp or, any of that kind of stuff. That's it you have to keep up with. You don't have to, the company takes care of that. So you don't have all of the paperwork burden of that.
Yeah, anyone that fusses about this business is too hard, I'm like, please go hang out with someone that has a traditional business, because that seeing what Jarrett deals with every day, oh my gosh, just the inventory system alone on that business is crazy hard. So that would be a good thing to talk to them if somebody says, well, funds are really tight, to just help circle back to what are the benefits of this.
And you don't have to worry about making payroll. I mean, there's everybody's working on their own, and you're not responsible for making sure that you sell enough product that you have to pay your employees.
Yes, yeah, that's a huge one, right? Juice Plus pays our people. I don't have to worry that you guys aren't going to get a check. What are some other objections they may have, thinking business owners?
Stacy, I have a question, and kind of goes along with this, and it goes along with the question that I see on the comments. What is the initial way to start a conversation? I have several people that I'm thinking about, but without sounding like, oh, this is going to do this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
What's the initial way to start it? How would you start the conversation with them when you just make a phone call?
That's a great question. So let's move to that. So how do we reach out to this group of people? First of all, think of local business owners that you personally know.
So Stacy, would that be like chiropractors too? Because I've been working with my chiropractor in Durango. I would like to see him start this. Are you talking about that kind of local?
Yeah, I mean, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's like somebody that's, you know, a little bit more independent is what I'm thinking. Even like Jarrett has his business. Why don't I have a Juice Plus display there? You know, there's guys that come in and they order a gasket and then they have to sit there and wait. Why not have some information on the table that they could read about, or some sort of display? So it may be that these business owners are not interested in doing it as a business, but maybe they would let you put a display with, you know, text this number to get more information sort of thing. That's a free one that's just sitting and like I asked Jarrett yesterday, can I put up a display? And we've already talked about it. And he's like, yeah, I don't know why you haven't already. And I was like, yeah, I don't know either. So there's, you know, there might be business owners that will let you put a display if they're not open. But if they are open, it's their store, it's their business. They can put in it what they want, right? So thinking of it that way, a chiropractor, if he's in business for himself, he could display it there. He may very well be interested. And I think when is it? Is it tonight that Gloria's doing, I'm sorry, that Sharon's doing the event tonight that has a focus on health professionals? I think she was asking me if I had anyone that from our team that wanted to talk, but I think she's going to have a couple of health professionals speak. So that one may be one that you can ask her for the recording if your guy couldn't get on tonight. So local business owners that you personally know, make a list of them. And then I like to start conversations with questions. And
I'm thinking of someone that was on Juice Plus. They had a very viable business, both she and her husband, and they got off of it because it's a small business and it's the cost right now. I want to know how to start that conversation. Even though I've kind of touched on it before, but how do I continue it?
Because Stacy's right that $50 or $52 is not much to build for any business right now, but you're talking $50 and then they're going to have, even if they do a duo, it could be another $100 right now to a lot of people is a ton of money.
So you could show them that video, you know, that's going to talk about sharing it with a handful of people. Mm-hmm. But I would say you've got to start questions to get into a conversation, right? Like, I'm not going to just text someone and say, hey, do you want to start selling Juice Plus now? Right? That's never going to work. But I would start a conversation with asking them, you know, I know that this COVID issue has affected a lot of businesses. I was thinking about you and wondering how it's impacted your shop. You know, how are you guys doing? That's how I'm going to start. What are you thinking, Gloria?
I think that's probably a good way to start. Yes. And like Jen said, for people that are losing their businesses, it seems difficult to start that conversation. However, if I can lead into this might be a stream of income that could hold you over after I ask them questions. I don't want them to shut me down right away. And I never start out with, would you like to start a business? Never that. But I do like your verbiage. That is, yeah, how are you doing through all of this? and let them talk.
Yeah. I have no idea if this is something you'd be interested in, or, this may not be a fit for you, but you might think of somebody else that it would be. I know you guys loved your Juice Plus in the past, but you really, were unsure financially wise how that would play into keeping, or, staying on Juice Plus, but I know you loved it. I have no idea if this is something you'd be interested or not, but have you ever thought of anyone else you could share this with? Or somebody else that could benefit from this? I think it's hard to have a blanket thing that we're gonna say for someone, because everyone's life situation is very different right now, right? Their business looks very different. Even just talking to a business owner about the stress of life, like how are they holding out? Like, what are they doing to help protect themselves nutritionally through the stress of all of that? That's a conversation we can have with a lot of people, business owners included.
And Stacy, would you share a little bit more about some of what you say when people come back with, I don't have the money, this is too expensive, to help them see the value? I know there's 100, different scenarios for that, but what's the most common thing you would say in a situation where, you're sharing and they say, I just don't have the money?
Usually they'll say, like, I don't get that as much anymore, honestly, guys, just in conversations. I think I preempt it in the conversation, talking about, the affordability of Juice Plus. I use that in my verbiage. So rarely do I get people that outright tell me, that's just too expensive. I don't have it in the budget right now. And my favorite question to ask at that point is, really? Like, tell me what are you comparing it to? Or why do you find that to be expensive? So it's almost like, not that you're calling them out on it, you just want them to back up what they're saying. So tell me, what are you comparing that to? So if they say, I don't know, and honestly, guys, I just don't get it that much. It's probably more people that just don't get back to me, that I don't follow up with enough, that might be what is, holding them back, but they haven't outright said it. But let's just say if somebody said, and I get it more at a booth, right? Because I don't know them, and I'm trying to connect maybe what Juice Plus could be a solution to, but I don't know what their problem is. This is like those conversations are so surface. So let's say somebody does tell me oh gosh, that's expensive. I'll say, really? Like, tell me, what are you comparing that to? And then let them go from there. But a lot of times in my conversation ahead of that, I've already said, Juice Plus is an affordable option. Think about how if I sent you to Walmart with $2.50, how many servings of fruits and veggies could you come back with? And then they're like, not very many. And then I say, yeah, I love that Juice Plus is an affordable option. So I'm planting seeds like that in the conversation before we ever even get to the price. But asking them to compare it to what do you pay for a copay at a doctor's office? How much do you pay for a cell phone? How much is a cup of coffee? What's something in their daily life that they could let go of so that they could fit Juice Plus in? I also say in conversational, a lot of times it's about shifting the budget to where you're not spending it on some things, to where you can invest it in Juice Plus. So for us, it was going out to eat less often. The people are spending their money somewhere. It's going to something. If they really see the value in Juice Plus, they will find a way to shift that budget and put the money, redirect it. I guess that's a good word. Where can you shift your current budget to redirect the funds to Juice Plus? But I think more than anything, Kelly, it's asking a question to get them to verbally think through what that said, because it's an easy way to just say, oh, that's expensive, which in their mind is really, I don't hear that as much as I hear, I'm not ready to make that commitment yet. I'm going to need more information before I would make that commitment. So that's usually a price of what I'm saying. If I'm talking to somebody at a booth and I don't know them, they're barely paying attention to what I say, and they just say, juice, oh gosh, that's expensive. I just say, oh, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's been life-saving to us. We've actually saved a lot of money, but if it's not something you're interested, that's, okay. It's great talking to you. And then move along. I'm not gonna try to talk them into that. I'm just saying most of the time, if you're really talking to somebody that's interested, they will see the value because you're trying to connect it back to what they've already shown you is of importance to them.
Could I interject something?
Yes, go ahead, Jana.
One of the objections that I get is frequently is I feel fine, the way I excuse me, the way I eat, what I do is I feel fine. I have a lot of energy. I feel great. And so I kind of tell them, do you really know what's going on in your body? I'm sorry, I've got allergies, so I'm forced. When I say, do you get, frequent blood work done? And because that's one of the most common objections I get is, I don't need it, I feel fine.
And so one question I would ask if somebody said that is, if they say, well, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, I'm like, yes, that's awesome. I love talking to people that get it. Tell me, what are you doing right now to invest your health? You said you're eating, a lot of fruits and veggies, or I'll ask them, how do you get 7 to 9 servings in every day? I have a hard time doing that. Like, what do you eat for breakfast? Again, get them to talk through that. What does that really look like? Let them celebrate what they're doing. So yeah, that's awesome. Tell me, what do you do to take care of yourself? How are you investing in you? And just get them talking. And a lot of times those are just surface blow you off. It's the same response I gave when I said, oh, my husband says we're not going to invest in vitamins. Vitamins don't work. All that meant was I didn't really fully understand what Juice Plus was. I didn't fully understand the benefits of fruits and vegetables, and I really was out of touch with where we were at, honestly, in our health. So asking a good question in response to what they say to just get them to expand and think through what they said. So even if it's a positive, like I already take care of myself, that's awesome. Tell me, how do you do that? What are you doing to make your health such a high priority? And then just be quiet and let them answer. And they may say, well, I go to the gym, we walk every night, I get enough hours of sleep. Awesome, those are great. So what are you doing to support yourself nutritionally? Well, I eat fruits and vegetables. That's good. What's your favorite one? I think I like salads. That's awesome. So we're supposed to be eating 7 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies a day. I have a hard time with that. How do you do that every single day? And that's usually where they're like, well, 7 to 9, I don't know if I get in that many. And I'll say, oh, I totally hear you. It's hard to do. But when we're looking at disease prevention in the future, that's what's recommended to us. That's why I love Juice Plus. It's 30 fruits and veggies in these capsules, 20. 20 if I'm making a video today.
Thank you.
Yeah, anyone else have any advice for Jana? What do you guys say if somebody says I'm already healthy? And if I'm talking to someone that already thinks that they're healthy, I don't want to talk them into thinking that they're sick. They just may not be interested right now. So you might just say, if you can think of other people in your life that are not taking care of their health, I would love to help them. And it may be that they have a health crisis that they circle back to you. I don't want to convince them that they're dying. But no, you're not healthy.
I think that's where I've not been great about always asking for that referral and saying, oh, awesome. Yeah, this isn't for you. Cool. So do you know anyone that I could help with this?
Yeah. Do you have any picky eaters in your family? Do you have anyone that's struggling with their health? Do you have anyone that's really open to learning, or do you have anyone that's really a health enthusiast that knows the more fruits and vegetables they can get, the better? We could also ask Sharon. I think she's a good one to ask on that question. Trying to think of something she has told me in the past that she says, like, awesome. So if you know that fruits and vegetables are important and you try to get as many in a day, this is going to make, sense to you then, because this is an easy way to get even more in. So again, you're trying to agree with them. I would say that you're trying to agree with someone so that they don't feel like they have to defend themselves, or you're asking them a question that expands their thinking to where they have to think through what they just said.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll see what information, a resource to share. Did you guys listen to Lisa and Craig Radice's?
Yes, I listened to them last night, but I'd heard them before, and that was just excellent. Excellent.
So I know that's not how you spell their last name. I'll figure that out. But I've listened to it too, and I've heard them in person, Darby, and they did it. It was on Wendy Campbell's recording on Wednesday night. So I'll put this in here. But they were business owners. She had a job. Eventually, she wanted to stay home with the kids, and so she stayed home with them through Juice Plus and homeschooled. But his land management business crashed overnight with 2007, I think they said. 2008. So
Yeah.
that's a good resource to share. Their fellow business owners that had a crash. So even listening to that, I think I could go back and listen and get even more pointers on what to add to this page from a business person's perspective. But one of the things, Gloria, if you haven't heard his recording yet, he talks about, are we taking advantage of people at this time? It's a time that they're out and down. Are we being insensitive to that by introducing them to the business? And he said it is a legitimate question, but from his perspective, he was looking for anything. They lost their house, they lost their car, they lost their savings. He had a family of 3. Like he would have done anything. And he said to have a friend come to him and say, hey, this is working for me. Maybe this is something you would be interested in. He said, I wouldn't have been offended by that. Even if it was something I wasn't interested in doing, it still was a gift that was being offered to me from a friend that cared about me. So it really is about caring about them. But I bet you there's some good verbiage in that video or that audio if we go back and listen to it too.
I think they are awesome. So thank you that's a good reminder.
They have a video and an audio. I'll find both.
Okay, that would be great. An audio, and see if they're open to watching it or listening or watching. That would be good.
Leica?
Yeah.
What is Leica? You guys get to see my terrible typing as well as spelling. Any other resources you guys can think of as a business owner?
Say that again.
Any other business owner resources? On Freedom Revolution on the homepage, there used to be, I don't know if they still have it. Yeah. Here's professionals, parents, entrepreneurs, and free spirits. This one might be a good one. We'll add this one in there.
Which one are you pointing to? That second one?
Yeah, entrepreneurs and free spirits.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know if this will let me put in a video. Let's see if the Vimeo will work. A lot of times it has to be YouTube before it will recognize it as a video. It won't. I'll put that in there though. Any other ones you guys can think of? I can go back through Campbell Team. Do you guys know about that website? CampbellTeam.net.
Yes, I don't tend to use it very much.
It's got a ton of information on it. I don't know what all this is. I think I spelled it wrong.
Is the password for that Campbell Team?
Yes. Okay. So password would be Campbell Team, all one word. Business stories and trainings.
So wasn't the company trying to get away from all of us having a bunch of different websites?
Yes, it's just hard because every team kind of does things different, you know. They're trying to compile it on the Freedom Revolution. If you'll notice, Mission Driven, the password doesn't work to get in there. They've pretty much put everything on Mission Driven over to Freedom Revolution. Some they have not, like Tower Garden videos, I cannot find them outside of Mission Driven. So I have them on our website for our team. But Campbell's team, like Wendy's had this website for so long. It's more of like, it's not everywhere I send a team member for training, but it is an excellent source for resources. Employee versus employer mindset. Maybe this is a good one to put on there. If nothing else, even just for us to listen for ourselves. But like, let's say you can go to recordings on Facebook and type in the search button and you can get a lot of information. But let's say this is another one. Some of what's on here is not going to be in there, but you could type in massage therapist and then this would come up and then you would be able to send that to someone. This is definitely more business. Keep that in mind. But that's somebody who has a business. There might be information in there that we could glean from, like why it made sense to them. There's a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of Wendy's trainings from a lot of years back. That one will probably be a good one. Some of this I think could probably just build our own belief. How about, I'm too busy to take a look at the Juice Plus business. I'm just going to stick in these in here so that we can listen to them too.
What about that next one? I can't afford Juice Plus and I can't share Juice Plus at work Bible study. Yeah.
Perfect. What to say to friends who roll their eyes when you bring up Juice Plus. If nothing else, reading through this will help you, encourage you. Like, nobody showed up at the event, now what? You're like, oh, it's not just me that somebody didn't come. Pilots and radiation. There's some good stuff in here. That's Guy Debut. Oh, she has it by NMD. That's kind of cool. Leanne Gordon, if you kind of know some of the NMDs, you would know some of what they're interested in. But you know what? Amy Getz would be a good person to have on our call in May if we want to share the business side of it too, because they had a business, they had a candle store in the mall selling candles. And then she said it controlled their whole life. They missed vacations, they missed holidays because Christmas and Thanksgiving are the biggest holidays for selling things like that in the mall. So how much they really missed out on life. But like Leanne Gordon, she's a big homeschool mom, homeschooled a lot of kids and has a ton of homeschool families on her team. Lisa Radici is on their team. Look at all these by Julie. How about this one, Jana? I already eat fruits and vegetables. Or I already eat fruits. Can I just take the vegetable? That's a good one.
That's, yep.
If you ever have somebody that's moving, this one by Loretta Koth is excellent. Next steps to begin your business in a new city, or any of you guys that have recently moved, that's a great one. Objections, 5 objections when sharing Juice Plus. Prospect to follow up, customer objections, business objections.
All those are good. All of those are good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, none of these, I doubt you're going to find these on the resource page on Facebook. It's just a little bit different how they have it. Everyone's got kind of their own focus or what they're really good at. I'll go through here and see if there's any more. If you guys find something, please let me know.
Can I share a funny story that my little kindergartner granddaughter told me?
Yes.
She said she did something really, really good at kindergarten. And so her teacher gave her a red lollipop. And her mommy doesn't give her lollipops at all, and they don't eat hardly any sugar. And so I asked her what her favorite food was. We were talking about food, and she said red lollipops. And then she looked at me and she says, "But you have to eat your vegetables first." She's learning how to sound it out. But you have to eat your vegetables first, and they have to be green.
And they have to be green. That's great. That's cute.
I love 5-year-olds. They're so much fun to teach.
Well, she's 6 now, but
There's a good one.
Yeah.
Why one man's big why for JP and our business.
I'm all excited to listen to these now.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like 3 minutes. You could just, 30 minutes spending in here. Corporate America turned out to be a huge disappointment. Job and home losses didn't stop her. Both of those are good ones. And if you listen to these, then you're going to have them in your mind as you're talking to people. You'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that Anita shared her story of a time that, whatever. I'm going to add this one too, just because it looks interesting. All right. So like I said, if we want to do the business side of the health event on the 21st or the 19th, whatever date we said. What do we say, the 19th? Yeah.
19th.
Then we can have Amy share on there too. But I don't want to keep you guys any longer. Anything else you want to add?
No, I want ask everybody for prayers because Trump keeps saying over and over again that any teacher over the age of 60 should not go back into the classroom starting in August. He has said that over and over and over again, especially if you have existing health problems. Well, I'm perfectly healthy. So just pray because I don't want to have to lose my job because I'm 69.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's maybe he should say nobody over age of 60 should be in office then.
There you go.
Well,
There you go.
well, we talked about that. He's not quitting, so why should I? You know,
Yeah.
we were talking about that. But anyway, just say prayers that that's okay because my blood pressure is perfect, everything. I was pre-diabetic, and since I've been doing Juice Plus, I am no longer pre-diabetic. I mean, everything is just, except for these allergies. Jana and I, and I guess Gwen, we're all suffering from allergies, but that's it. That's it.
Hey, okay, let me stop sharing and then I will, or stop recording. Where's my button here? Thanks for joining in, guys.